Aussie Bodies Taplin Relay time, the team event that everybody wants to win. The women are up first, and it's a small field, but it's a crack one of teams from all over the country.
Well, Josh, they come from far and wide to win and race in the Aussie Bodies Taplin Relay, and it is certainly a quality field here today at Torquay.
The South Australians in there from West Beach, of course, the City of Perth from WA, North Cronulla, Newport and Manly from New South Wales, Northcliffe, North Burleigh, Surfers Paradise and Alexandra Headland from Queensland off and away. Courtney Hancock there flies out. A couple of these girls backing up from the Iron Woman. And in the middle of the screen there, Newport and North Burleigh off to a fly start. It'll be the same order we saw in the Iron Woman event. Swim, board, ski, but we'll only go round once. And Jack, it's been a real melting pot so far in terms of results. The only team that's finished on the podium twice has been Northcliffe. They won the last two rounds down at Fingal Bay and then at Newport before that. Noosa won the opening round there. They won't line up here. But apart from that, teams like Alexandra Headland, Newport, Manly, Burleigh, Currumbin and City of Perth have all been on the podium so far. So there's no guarantees in Taplin Relay racing.
Well, Northcliffe A have had 2 wins, Josh. They run round 2. They've won round 3 as well, so they're in good form at this stage leading into round 4 here at Torquay. They were 5th at Alexandra Headland, so a little bit further back, but they're starting to build on their momentum and they're starting to really come into their own in this Taplin Relay.
Oh, with the likes of Courtney Hancock on the front, no wonder why. Lara Moses chasing hard with Naomi Scott as well. Maybe Kirsty Higginson there having a swim for Surfers Paradise, so not her best leg. You'd definitely put her on the ski if you could, but sometimes in the Taplin, as we've said, you've got to fill spots where the team is short.
Well, the girls turn that yellow can, Josh, and start to head for home. And as you said, filling spots is all important. You may have girls in your team that do not swim at all. Kirsty Higginson, she's an Iron Woman. Yes, she's fantastic at her craft legs. Board and ski, one of the best in the country. But if you don't have a swimmer, Kirsty Higginson has no option but to swim.
Oh, and she's doing a good job so far, sitting in about 6th place. There's plenty of racing left. Very, very long Taplin relays down here at Torquay, and that won't bother Courtney Hancock at all. She's come off the back of the Kellogg's Nutrigrain Iron Woman race, and she's here leading the Taplin Relay again. And if Northcliffe get one more win, they could all but wrap up the Summer of Surf Aussie Bodies Taplin Relay title here. It's your best 3 results, and they've got 2 so far. One more would knock them off, and the only team from there on that could beat them would be Noosa with the opening round win, and they'd had to have a perfect performance for the rest of the year. So this could be critical. The rest of the teams looking to jump up, knock them off, and keep their own series hopes alive.
Well, have a look at the gap that Courtney Hancock has opened on the field so far. It looks like young Brielle Cooper swimming up on Courtney Hancock, but Courtney's picked up a little wave there that's going to carry her through to the beach. Now, Josh, Naomi Scott's in this race. She's been swimming the house down. Is the cold water affecting her? Is that why she's stuck a little bit further back in this race?
It could be. She's a younger girl, may not sort of have that muscle and mass some of the other girls here, and it might be hurting her just a little bit. The cold affects different people different ways. We've had a couple people in space blankets, a couple not really enjoying it all that much, and girls like Ali Britton really reveling in it, and it looks like Courtney Hancock, she loves it. She's as tough as nails. The girl originally from Sawtell in northern New South Wales, all the way up to the Northcliffe Club on the Gold Coast, and she's going to hand off to the World Iron Woman champion, Harriet Brown. So what a combination there. Courtney Hancock to Harriet Brown. No wonder they're in the lead.
Well, it's a 3-leg Taplin relay for these women, and have a look at the gap that they've opened up after leg 1. Courtney Hancock, a huge swim, handing over to Harriet Brown, and Josh, you would assume that no one is going to catch them from here. No one, not even Newport, not North Burleigh. No one will get anywhere near these girls from Northcliffe with 40, 50, 60 metres off the beach so far.
Oh, geez, you've given them a call early. Put the mocker on them. I don't want the commentators' curse, that's for sure. As Manly chases hard, the rest of the field comes in, and it is West Beach from South Australia. They're really going at it. But, Jack, what is it about the Taplin relay that these competitors love so much? Why does it sort of inspire the whole of surf sports to get out there and have a massive crack?
Well, it brings your best ski paddler, your best swimmer, and your best board paddler together. It shows the depth of the club. It shows the ability that the club has to put the best team together and put it all together on the day as well, Josh. You've got to get your skills right, because these Taplin relays, particularly the 3-person Taplin relay, which is what we've got here today in the women's Aussie Bodies final, they're fast. It's hard racing. It's just like an Iron Woman race, but each individual leg is done by one person.
That's right, and it inspires you. The last event and the Aussie titles, the last event of the year for these girls will be the Taplin Relay, and it's the one you want to win, isn't it? You go from West Beach up and over that one. Surfers Paradise chasing hard as well. A little bit of work to do there, and the girls from Half Moon Bay in Victoria, the locals, they're still in this.
Well, they are still in the hunt, Josh, but there's a big gap that they've got to make up on Northcliffe from this stage. Harriet Brown's kept that gap opened at this stage. She'll turn that orange can. She'll start to head towards the point, try and pick off a wave, and that then will work for her to try and extend that gap even further.
I'm not going to let you forget that you called it at the start of this race, because Newport and North Burleigh, they've closed the gap. You've got to admit that it's getting a little bit shorter here, and you've already handed the medals to Northcliffe on the front. So let's see what happens here on the way home. But have a look how long that paddle is, all the way back there to Torquay Surf Club and the nice grass hill with the crowd watching on there. It's big racing down here in the south.
Well, Josh, if you have a look at this, I think Harriet Brown will work herself into that wave zone. She's got enough of a gap that the girls will be too far back out the back to pick it up, and Harriet Brown will most likely be on a wave of her own.
Well, she knows. She's from just down the road at Ocean Grove, and here one comes. What about this as we swing around? Will anyone else pick it up? No, they won't. Will Harriet Brown pick it up? Watch her apply the pressure there. She lifts the stroke rating, cutting across. It looks like she'll get a push out of it, but she won't get anything at all. As the girls out the back, they're going to be on a wave, and maybe, just maybe, we're going to have a race in 3 again as Half Moon Bay doing their best. No, they're going to miss it as well. So it looks like it's peaking out the back, Jack, hitting a deep section that kind of lulls these girls into a false sense of security, hitting the bank once again, and you've got to be able to survive that deep section if you want to get it all the way to the beach.
Well, the girls are heading across on quite a severe angle to get themselves over to the point, but they've got to make sure that they straighten that board up and go back to the beach when that wave comes. When the opportunity comes, you want to be facing back towards the beach and going with the momentum of the wave.
Tips from coach extraordinaire Jack Hansen, the coach of Alexandra Headland up there on the Sunshine Coast, and a man who knows this beach very, very well. Grew up just down the road and trained here many a time. And Harriet Brown looks like she is very familiar with that, because she has cruised up and around. That's it. That's the swim. That's the board. It's just the ski leg left, but she's got the huge transition first. And could this come into play? We saw some big leads in those Iron Woman and Iron Man races get chopped up by a wave, and it come down to a sprint finish, and the sprint's longer than usual.
Well, the girls had the opportunity to draw that lead back in that board leg and just couldn't get down that wave that would have taken them through up onto Harriet Brown and all the way through to the beach. And at this stage, Josh, Kira Kinsey's doing a good job to try and make sure that Harriet Brown doesn't get away.
Another former Victorian there. So the former Victorians showing them, everyone, how it's done as they come in. And who else would you want to be handing off to? Danny L. McKenzie. So the gap's massive. The gap's huge all the way back here to North Burleigh, and they're going to tag off to Ali Britton. She's just won the Iron Woman, and I guess the gap's not as big as we first thought as we go up to the top. It's maybe 50 metres tops from first place to third place, and that third place paddler is Hannah Minogue, the defending Australian ski race champion there, so she'll go in for Newport, and if Danielle McKenzie's not careful, she may let the rest of this field back into the race, and if a wave pops up, it could be all over Red Rover.
Well, Josh, you asked who else would you rather be handing over to than Danielle McKenzie. The girl in third place, the current Australian ski race champion, Hannah Minogue, is probably the only one person that you would rather have in that final ski leg, in the last leg of this Taplin relay. And Ali Britton's probably another, because Ali Britton, you know she's going to finish fast. If she's anywhere near these girls in a run up the beach, she's the quickest girl in surf lifesaving at the moment over a distance.
Oh, Meatloaf, you just took the words right out of my mouth there. If Ali Britton can hold on and get around the course with these other two, I guarantee she'll beat them up the beach. They're quick, but they're not Ali Britton quick here. But they've still got to close this gap. Britton and Minogue, they're praying for a wave at this point, because they're going to need it. Danielle McKenzie's not going to blow up. Danielle McKenzie's not going to let them back in it. There's still a maybe 3 ski length lead from first place Northcliffe, second place North Burleigh, third place Newport, and then a mile back to the rest of the field there. Manly, City of Perth, West Beach and Surfers Paradise will be fighting it out for 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th there. And have a look how long this ski paddle is. This is as long as the Coolangatta Gold. It is massive. definitely the biggest individual leg we've seen in the summer of surf so far.
Josh, a big call as long as the Coolangatta Gold. These girls have to cover 15, 16 kilometres in the Coolangatta Gold. This might be 800 metres at this stage, but the girls have the fitness. They've got the ability to cover that course, and as they turn that board turning can, they head across to the ski, which is over closer to the point, and that puts them in a position where they're a lot more susceptible to catching waves as they turn that can and head for home.
Interestingly, I thought Minogue would have been more aggressive on the way out there. I thought she would have gone to the front and tried to burn up onto Danielle McKenzie's tail, but she's really just sat on Ali Britton, let her drag her all the way out and around, and maybe this is where Minogue tries to make her move. She's going to try and turn, get a runner. We just saw her have a quick little word to Ali Britton there. I don't know what that was about, maybe telling her we need to get a wave or we need to head over to the point, but Danielle McKenzie looks around. She's going to try and work a runner, and Minogue's definitely done that. She's lifted the rating and the gap's been cut in half.
Well, Minogue looked at how long the race was, Josh. She sat patiently, allowed Britton to do the work on the way out, knowing that if she took the inside run around that can and really worked on the way home, they'd be in with a chance.
Here we go, here we go. Ask and you shall receive. You've given it to Northcliffe and they've found a wave. McKenzie looks around, wonders what she's done wrong, and the other two slide up alongside her so easily, it's not funny. She takes a big deep breath and says, oh, I'm in trouble now because it's a race in three, and if these three can hold it through the deep section, Minogue's looking around, maybe not concentrating, just puts the power down now, doesn't want to be left behind in this deep section. Ali Britton, she's probably on the worst end for the sprint. We saw that in the Iron Woman race, but she's definitely got the fastest feet out of the three girls.
Will Ali Britton win this race, Josh?
I don't know. I think so.
You would assume with the run that she had in that Iron Woman race that she will have the legs to finish it off, but Danielle McKenzie is quick, as is Hannah Minogue. Don't count them out just yet.
Minogue's good over 20, McKenzie a little bit more, and Britton likes the long stuff, so it's going to be interesting here. It looks like Danielle McKenzie's put the power down. She knows the jump off is everything. She'll lead by half a length. Minogue's up second, Britton in third. This is going to be a race up the beach. McKenzie's cleared out. McKenzie's a mile in front. I don't know if Ali Britton's going to get her. McKenzie's all the way in front. She's done it the hard way. Got caught by a wave, got the jump on the girls, and she'll win. She really surprised the rest of the field with a big smile on her face. She knows she stole that one back. Danielle McKenzie and Northcliffe, they deserved that one. Ali Britton and North Burleigh in second, and Minogue was never in the foot race. She'll finish in third. High fives the crowd as she heads along the beach. At least she's had a good time there as we wait for the rest of the field to come through. In the end, the team that deserved it got there, but they did it the hard way.
Well, they certainly did, and what a run from Danielle McKenzie. I think Ali Britton may have had a little bit too much confidence in that final run leg.
Oh, you're never out of it, are you? You've got to put your foot on the line and have a crack, and Northcliffe did exactly that. North Burleigh in second and Newport in third, and that win puts Northcliffe in an unbeatable position overall on the point score. They can only be tied with Noosa, and let's see how the summer plays out.
Yeah, look, we're absolutely stoked. That's 3 in a row for us, and yeah, we were fighting the cold out there as well as our competition. But yeah, look, we couldn't do any better than that today.
It's so great to be home. I love being home, staying with mum and dad, and racing down in Torquay. It's awesome. It's cold, and after doing that iron, the three of us did that massive iron. So to back up after that, I think that everyone was hurting. So it's great.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I would have preferred to get away, but it's so exciting. No race has been the same. It's been different, and to finish with a sprint finish is always exciting.
And it was exciting. Northcliffe, 3 straight victories in the Aussie Bodies female Taplin relay. They'll take a perfect 120 points into the rest of the summer. Only Newport and possibly Noosa can catch them now. We take further down the list.